Motor Racing Network, MRN.com, and Wing Nation. We are into a great season of sprint car racing, and we've caught up with Kyle Larson. And Kyle, let's talk a little bit about your sprint car team. You haven't hit the track yet. That's still a few weeks down the road, but how is that coming together for you and Justin Marks and the whole group of guys?
Yeah, it's coming along. Everything's been ordered. It's just kind of taken weeks to get here, and I think the only thing we're really waiting on now is a trailer and a couple chassis. So once we get the chassis, Steve Succi will get to building those things, and Shane's still in Australia racing, so he won't be here for Volusia or anything like that. So we're looking for middle of March to get started. Once the trailer gets done at the beginning of March, we'll probably load that thing right up and head out to California. So I know we're all excited to get all that going, and Shane I think is going to do a great job. So really looking forward to everything.
You mentioned Steve Succi. Talk about putting your team. You're going to be busy. You've got this little NASCAR thing. Talk about putting your team in the hands of a veteran like that and what he brings to the table that you have the confidence in.
Yeah, I've been able to work with a lot of different crew chiefs and stuff in sprint cars, and was able to work with Steve last year and knew right from the start how focused and smart he is. There's only probably a handful of guys I've worked with that I think are as smart as Steve, and he's great with machine work and stuff, and super professional. So I think he's the perfect guy for the job, and I think he's going to do a great job. Him and his wife both are great people, and they're going to do a really good job.
All right, so the million-dollar question is, how are you going to be on the sidelines? Your involvement with racing has been, to my knowledge, 100% behind the wheel of a race car. How has the ownership worked as far as putting it together, and what do you anticipate is going to be like watching your car out there not driving it?
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Since I've been racing stock cars and stuff, there's been lots of races where I'll go and I don't have a ride and I just hang out and watch, and I have just as much fun, maybe a little bit less fun watching than I do racing, but this way I'll be more involved in just as a fan, so I think it's going to be exciting. I'll be able to offer advice and stuff to Shane and Steve, and so I think it's going to be just as fun.
Well, it is going to be fun, that's for sure. It's the Larson Marks Racing team going to debut later this year with Shane Stewart driving it. And Kyle mentioned going to Volusia. We're going to be at Volusia as well, 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon, the 14th of February. That's right, Kendra Jacobs and I are going to celebrate Valentine's Day together with a very special edition live from Volusia at Wing Nation. So join us on MRN.com.